I'm gonna put y'all in my business just a little bit, okay? I have feelings.
That's
for a
why
person.
I love her. Because my girl ain't shame about nothing.
Nothing.
Because if I'm in a professional environment, I can say, how you doing today, sir? Right? Mm-hmm. And I could go to my homeboys and be like, hey, how you doing today, sir? Mm-hmm. They might be like, what? But they're going to respond because at the end of the day, it's a greeting.
And somebody really makes you turn, or not even makes you turn. Somebody brings out those demons in you. Mm-hmm. That was the scariest experience because me being green wasn't the issue.
It's because I had to compartmentalize when I was going through that. I'm having somebody in my ear saying, hey, you can't tell this. You're going to get in trouble.
I mean, I was 22 when I met her.
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'm 28. Ah!
Don't be trying to skim and trim that. Welcome back, y'all. It's your girl Gravy. We're back with another episode 3. I'm here with an amazing guest and I cannot wait to introduce her to you guys. But first, I want to give you a little backstory about the episode. So today's episode is titled Partitioning, right? So my tech people, we know partitioning means we're separating the drive, right? We have a certain amount of space allotted for this drive. Maybe it's the D drive or the E drive or the F drive. But altogether, there's a certain amount of space dedicated for each of these drives. And each of these drives do different things, right? So if we want to access like a file server or something like that, we might go to the F drive, right? We might want to access a storage repository, right? We might go to the E drive for that. But all together, essentially, all these things have a specific designated task. And then we know exactly where to go when we want to touch that stuff. We even have a drive for things that we don't want to touch, which brings us to the topic at hand. It brings us to the topic. Because the reason today's episode is titled Partitioning is because we do that in life, right? We compartmentalize. Right now, I can't deal with that. So I'm going to put that to the back of my mind because right now, what I'm dealing with, I'm not even that person right now, right? Mm-hmm. I can't even make it there. And I wouldn't even know what to do with it if I were to even deal with it, right? So we're going to put that to the back of our mind. Everybody has like, I think it was somebody, I heard somebody say this. They're like, my brain is full of a whole bunch of open tabs. Mm-hmm. And so that's essentially what they mean. We're compartmentalizing, right? If I'm on the web portal and I'm clicking, I'm navigating the web and I have 30 tabs open, I'm only working on one at a time. I can't see all of them, right? So that's why we're here. That's why we're here, because we're going to draw the comparison from tech to real world. That's something we're going to do. Yes. But let me stop blabbering on and let me introduce y'all to the one, the only, my girl. Y'all, I have been trying to get this girl on the podcast since I started the podcast. Literally, I've been trying to get this girl on the podcast since I started the podcast. Last season had what, 90 episodes?
Yes.
I've been trying to get her on the podcast for 19. Yeah. 2021. Count to 2 from this. Count to 2 from this. Counting the 2 from this one.
Don't do me.
I've been trying to get this girl on the podcast for 21 episodes, and God has allowed the provision. He has made the space and the time for us to be able to come together and do the podcast. And I'm so excited for you guys to meet her. I love this girl down. Yes, man, I love this girl down. The one, the only ALM of Hyundai of Macon's #1 top saleswoman. Come get your car from Macon. Come on down. Hey, the one, the only, my girl, Dejai, Harrell. Thank you everybody. So much.
I'm so I'm so proud of you.
Oh my goodness. I'm proud of you.
Okay, I'm not.
She's a crybaby, y'all. If she cry, I don't have no tissue. She gonna wipe it on her shoulder.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast. Like, oh my gosh. I literally have been trying to get this girl on the podcast for 21 episodes.
You really have.
Look.
That's
mind y'all, she stayed 30 minutes away. I ain't mean to blast you like that. I'm sorry.
I just say 30 minutes away, but
I'm sorry.
This is a real friend. Let me just say that this is a real friend, okay? She stays down. So kudos to you.
We know life be life, and so yes, I'm not even tripping because I knew God was going to make a way. And look at us today. We're here. Wow. We're doing the podcast, and we're going to have a really good conversation. Y'all, we're some talkers. If you see, listen, this is from the time that I met this girl. We met, the first time we met.
Locked in. You was putting that TV up.
Look. I'm sugar daughter, okay?
Yes.
I'm sugar daughter. I'm a little handy.
It's that Aquarius. That's what it is.
I'm a little handy. But yes, we were babies. That was about 6, 8.
I was 21. 22.
So about 5, 6 years. Yeah, 5, 6 years ago.
Wow.
No, because you were up.
That was 19.
6, 7 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And ever since, like I said, life be life and things happen. And I'm so excited because she chose this episode, and I know we have some things to talk about. I know y'all gonna be able to relate. We want y'all involved in the conversation, so make sure y'all are commenting, sharing, talking, letting us know how you feel, what thoughts you have you experienced these things and everything like that. But we're gonna get started, and y'all know how we kick things off over here at the podcast. So Dejai,
yes,
you get a choice, a joke, a quote, or your biggest fear.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do my biggest fear. Okay, so my biggest fear is probably living a complacent life.
Ooh, that's good.
Thank you.
Now,
it's real.
Wow. Yeah. So now do you feel like you've ever experienced your fear? Like
yes,
at points where you felt like, oh, I'm being complacent.
Absolutely.
Like
I
what
feel
draws
I've
that
experienced
attention?
it, and then I've also watched people
live a
complacent life,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to not be doing what God has me doing. Or you ever had that feeling like you just meant for more? I don't want to leave this earth and feel like my spirit just didn't do everything it was supposed to do here. So that's
so when you experience those feelings, do you pay attention to them like at that moment, or do you kind of compartmentalize them?
Oh no, I'm straight to it.
I'm feeling this way
right there. It's over with. You know it. I feel it instantly, and that's always been my biggest thing. Is sometimes I've been saying like I have to tell myself I'm not too emotional, but I do feel things.
You're hyper emotional.
I'm very hyper emotional.
Yeah. Yes. So y'all can see what direction this conversation is going in. We're just getting started. This is only say
so get comfortable.
Please get comfortable. You're in my home. Yes. So y'all can already see how this conversation is going. So we're going to jump right into it. And y'all know the next segment is the internet. So that's where, those external factors that we experience every day. That's, what are we actually seeing? What are we actually witnessing? What are we actually experiencing? That's what we're trying to get into. So as it relates to this episode, we have things that we feel strongly about after we've experienced. Like maybe we've seen our friends go through something and we're like, oh, I have strong emotions about this, right? Yes. But I'm going through something right now. And so what do I prioritize first, right? Mm-hmm. Or you feel like you're the same person everywhere you go. Do you feel like you're the same person everywhere you go?
Oh, okay. Let's get into it. So, no, I don't. Matter of fact.
What's up?
Tea time. Okay. I actually just had this conversation with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Where I was explaining, I actually had feelings for them. I'm going to put y'all in my business just a little bit, okay? I had feelings for them.
That's why I love her. Because my girl ain't shame about nothing.
Nothing. Shame for what?
I love that. Hashtag shame for what? shame for who? That ain't my shame to carry, baby.
No, it's not. But the fact that you said that, I was talking to somebody. I was feeling them. And I was expressing to them that the version they were getting of me wasn't the version that they would experience if we had different areas to get to know each other. And I was thinking that all the time, like, if you meet somebody at work versus meeting somebody in a gas station, how y'all move, you get what I'm saying? Like, who you are is different. Like, you're just not the same person. You're just not. You're not.
And that's true, because if I'm working, I'm obviously in professional mode.
Exactly.
Right? That's my career mode. If you catch me at home, I'm in the home mode.
Yeah.
I look like a bum.
Exactly.
80% of the time. 98% of the time.
Yes.
Correction. Yes. You get what I'm saying? If you catch me at the gas station, you probably gonna catch me in my work, my home mode.
Exactly.
Because I'm probably gonna look like a bum.
Or even in the beginning of something. Yeah. Like when you first start a job, you're a little quiet. You're observing and getting to know. But as you get comfortable, you start to personality comes out. So, yeah.
So, okay. I get that. Now, do you ever feel like you had to put yourself, like, push something to the side to manage, like, what you're going through right now?
Absolutely. I think all the time. Mm-hmm. I think just in the world that we live in right now, we have to be that way. You can't take problems from home to work.
Yeah.
And these jobs ain't playing that. You get what I'm saying? Seriously. Like, a lot of employers, it really doesn't matter the extent of what you're going through, because you have to be on the clock. So I think that having to go through that or deal with that, just in general, of course you do it personally.
And I like that, especially like at the with the work thing, because I had a conversation with somebody, and y'all, I know this is like an ongoing argument, but it was a conversation about tipping. Right. And so my main thing is, like, I'm going to tip based off of performance.
Absolutely.
I'm tipping based off of performance. And so the guy that I was having this conversation with, he was he's an African-American guy. He was just like, you know, for me, I'm going to tip regardless, because I know people are looking at me as a black male and they're expecting me not to tip. So I'm like, you're not even tipping because you want to. Like, you get what I'm saying? Other people is
other people's perception.
Right. But from my perspective is, if you didn't feel like working today, you probably should have stayed home.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? Because if I go to work and I'm not up to the standard that they want me to, right? I don't they give me grace. Okay. You get one warning. Okay. They go give me another grace. You get two warnings. But if I just keep doing this, like letting that bleed over and spill over, I have to know how to manage that. My emotions when I show up certain ways, right? I have to know how to manage that.
But see, that's the expectation. But the reality of it is you can have a single mom got all the kids together. True. She coming into work, and now you got this. So I can understand his perspective as far as everybody deserves the opportunity to make their money. And definitely tip your servers, okay? I used to serve. Tip your servers. But I can say as well, though, performance pays.
Performance pays.
So it's absolutely important to make sure that you know who you are when you're walking into an industry. And that's,
it's that compartmentalization.
Let me not go too far on that one.
Yes, you can.
Free space.
Y'all see,
I miss you.
It was probably a reason we couldn't get on the show too soon, but
because we play too much
all day.
We play too much
all day.
Which my dog, I love that.
So, at any moment, do you feel like you were carrying like multiple lives at once? Like, real question.
Yeah. You can continue your question. Could they see that? Look in my face.
We gonna zoom in. Okay. To the extent that you feel comfortable discussing, at any moment, do you feel like you are carrying multiple lives at once?
Absolutely. I could say that started for me at childhood. So I grew up with my dad is a basketball coach and a teacher.
Okay.
And he actually coached out here in Warner Robins.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So everybody knew him. And so I feel like I always kind of felt like I had to be one way because of perception of being a teacher's daughter.
Yeah.
And then it changed the people I can hang out with because I had to hang out with people that wasn't going to tell how I really am. So, I had to be with some down folks. Right. You can't be my friend if your mama like to talk to parents because
we need the absent parents. Y'all don't even have to come to PTA meetings.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But it really did. It started for me there.
Yeah.
And then once you learn, so some people call it code switching.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
So once you get good at that, it can actually be a weapon.
Yes.
Honestly.
So would you say that was your first experience with compartmentalization? Like learning how to code switch and have a certain presence in certain, and don't get me wrong, like code switching is necessary in certain environments, right?
Professionally, definitely.
Right. But as a kid, at such a young age where you're not really required necessarily to know how to navigate these spaces or let alone understand them. Like you're trying to understand yourself, but you're having to like learn this new facade, really. Like I have to be this way here and then this way there, but in the back of my mind I just want to be XYZ.
Yes.
Like if in the back of your mind, if you had to finish the sentence, it's like in the back of my mind, at that time as a kid, in the back of your mind, you just wanted to be what?
Okay to be Dejai.
Wow.
I think that's why I move with so much with a lack of discretion sometimes because everything was always, I was always told exactly what I needed to do, how I needed to act. It was always a performance.
Yeah.
So when it got time to really figure out who Dejai was, there was a lot of parts of me that I really wasn't exposed to because I didn't even really know if that was me or if that was just because of who I hung around. We'll get on a deeper off-topic conversation on camera, but something I'm talking about. Even like going from Savannah and the environment that I was in Savannah to moving
my girl. But
wow,
God is patient and so am I.
Wow, yes you are. And so is he.
Ain't
he good?
He patient.
Long time coming for sure. But yes, to answer your question, yes, I definitely think that it changes a lot. Was that your question? Okay.
Yeah, just like you said, you wanted to be okay with being Dejai, and that's a word in itself because it's a lot of people. And I talked to my sister the other day, and I be having conversations with the Lord in prayer. Y'all probably think I be talking to myself because the way that I have this conversation with the Lord, but I be thinking of some things, and I know the Lord just be up there like
communication with your man. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know the Lord just be up there like this girl just be thinking. Go on, my child.
Dang, don't ask me another question.
Go to sleep.
Night night.
I know he loved us sleep. But anyways, like it came up to like, to the forefront. And I was telling my sister, I was like, to be honest, a lot of people like to say, oh, I know myself. I feel like in reality, we don't know ourselves as good as we think.
No, we don't.
we don't.
We
don't know nothing.
We don't.
Nathaniel, we don't know anything.
We don't. And I think the main reason why you can't claim to ever know yourself, you know how they say always be a student?
Mm-hmm.
Always be a student.
Yep.
I think you have to always be a student of yourself as well.
Necessary.
Because there are parts of me that come out with certain people that I really don't even like.
Ooh. What kind of part come out then? Touch your nose.
You ever went out with somebody, got drunk, or just be around a different type of energy that you feel like maybe your heart. You ever been around somebody that you feel like when they get around somebody else, they like to show out? You know, when people be like, you showing out?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Because that's the real thing. People do get around people that make them feel like they have to be harder on the exterior because these people are looking at me in this type of way. You get what I'm saying? But we compartmentalize how people feel about us more than we compartmentalize how we feel about us. And that's why we don't know ourselves.
Because we talking now. Well, let's talk.
Well, let's talk, shall we? Y'all don't even understand. This is really us. Like,
we talking now because that was a word. You're compartmentalizing how other people feel about you. You're not even compartmentalizing how you feel about yourself. Mm-hmm. And we have to be able to show up as ourselves unapologetically in all spaces, right? Yeah. Because I understand that I'm versatile, right? I can be versatile, and to somebody that's not used to switching. And I think, cause I talk to my little brother about this all the time. I'm like, listen, you can't be who you are with your friends. Like an employer is not your homeboy. Mm-hmm. You can't go up there and be like, what's up, bro? No. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But in some spaces you can carry over to, like others, but you got to know what can carry over, right? Mm-hmm. Because if I'm in a professional environment, I can't say, how you doing today, sir? Right? Mm-hmm. And I could go to my homeboys and be like, hey, how you doing today, sir? Mm-hmm. They might be like, what? But they're going to respond because at the end of the day, it's a greeting. Exactly. Right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to go talk to my homeboy the same way I'm going to go talk to my boss. Exactly. And so being able to show up as yourself unapologetically, whether that's in that versatile space, and just knowing when and how to shut it off, but still being you at the end of the day, that's where that's the point that we got to get to. And so I was excited because I know, like with me, like when I was younger, that's why I tell you now, like I'm by myself a lot more now. And I was like, I knew a lot of people. When I was younger, I said I knew a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. But then as I got older, I was like, no, a lot of people know of me. I don't know a lot of people. Because in reality, it was just the spaces that I was in had my name like ringing or whatever like that. So just because people would know my name, I'm thinking you know me. Yes.
Popularity and familiarity.
Yeah.
But that's not connection. That's not
you get what I'm saying? Yes. Right. So it's like I had to learn how to navigate that. And that was me navigating in the young space. Like you just wanted to show up and be Dejai. I felt like I was versatile, but it was more so of a conformity. Like I was conforming to the environments that I was in. And so that's where we got to draw the line, because it's like, I'm not me. I'm trying to be you. Yes. I remember at one time I was trying to write. I liked how this girl wrote so bad.
You tried to
calligraphy. Girl, I was studying. I said, how she hold her hand?
Go to jail.
I kid you not. I studied her handwriting so hard. I made a 7. This teacher gave me a 0 on a test that I made 100 on, because she said I didn't do my work. And matter of fact, the girl whose handwriting I was copying copied off my work, and she made 100.
She did.
What? God, I had it there.
When you put your mind to something,
you can do anything you want to do. Yes. Girl, I went home and told my mama, baby, she cussed her out A to Z.
Anybody need any signatures, just call Kobe.
I had 100 by the end of that day. She got a life together at all. But then it was a turnaround point for me too. Cause I'm like, this girl copying off me. How she get 100? You give me a 0. What? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, it's okay to be me in that moment, because I'm like, I might not have the handwriting, but baby, it's up here. Yeah. And I mean,
let me retake it now. Verbally.
Yeah, it don't matter. Like, mind you, I'm getting over the test 30 minutes, like whatever. Yeah. Like, it's easy. So I'm like, I'm okay with being me. And that was kind of like a pivotal moment for me. Yeah. Right. So let's not hold these people up too long and going on to the next segment. So that buffering segment, right? Because you said that you wanted to be just Dejai.
Yeah.
Was that something that you processed like as a kid, or is that something that it took you a minute?
No,
like
that took this month. Wow. This is all coming to me. Like the fact that the conversation about picking this episode, how it went about, and we really were spontaneous with it. And this is what it is about, is actually really revealing. It's nobody but God. It really isn't. Because
I say Shondo.
Shut up.
We'll play with the Lord. We'll play with the Lord. We'll play with the Lord.
Nope. I don't even want to laugh about it.
Go ahead. Finish your statement.
Dang, what was I saying?
You said you figured that out this month.
Yeah, I turned 28 and something switched. I don't know what it was. Gosh. 28 hit great.
It felt different.
I literally felt different.
Wow.
Literally, my body hurt more. I was realizing I'm getting old. I realized
what was the first thing that hurt it?
My hip.
Ooh, girl, that's that
hip. They say I could get this. Ooh, it is right. I said you about that later.
Give me the skew. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just I turned 28 and I just wanted something completely different. I didn't necessarily want it. I felt it.
Yeah.
And being just Dejai, I still don't even know what that looks like, but I know what it's supposed to feel like. And I can feel now in my discernment about when I'm not myself in an environment. My problem is I used to always want to be center of attention. I always wanted to be in the environment, but now I'm starting to learn that some environments are just not for me. And so I have to remove myself out of them despite what I am used to wanting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing because it even shines the light on why we even have a buffering segment in the podcast, right? Each episode we have the exact same segments, and it's because nobody knows how long the buffering phase will last, right? We don't know how long it will take us to process this. We can identify something, right? We can see it, we can observe it, and we can know it in the back of our mind, but how long it actually took you to process that shows that compartmentalization is real, right? You've had this story because when I asked you, it was, I just wanted to be Dejai, right? It was right off your tongue, right? So this was already in your mind. You had already had that compartmentalized because you didn't know how to process it, because you didn't know what that looked like. It's like, I can't deal with that right now.
Right.
Why would I ask myself this hard question?
Right.
And I tell anybody, I'm like, you can heal somebody, you can save somebody by just knowing the why. Just knowing the why.
You said that.
Come on now.
You said that.
So when does it become dangerous for to compartmentalize? Because a lot of people will be like, okay, I do this to protect myself. And I feel like a lot of blessings have been blocked on the heel of I'm just protecting myself. You gonna die on that heel.
Yeah.
Just say it, girl. Don't hold back.
I don't know. I don't really know if compartmentalization is outside of the professional realm really all that useful. I feel like talk about it. Get it out right then.
What you feel
right
like?
there. Let's get it out. But in the same sense, I am that way. But I'm actually realizing that's a catch-22 because actually maybe I have been saying that I need to take time to compartmentalize. I'm too quick to say how I feel.
Yeah.
And then sometimes conversations are over because I've expressed everything that I feel. And I realized that wasn't even how I felt about it.
You let yourself process. You didn't let anybody else process. Ooh. So you pretty much said how you felt.
And I don't really care what you feel.
And you decided in that moment, this is where this is going to go.
Yes, but if you take time to really process and really just sit with things, you can understand other people's emotions more. Like this entire life that we live is all about relationship. No matter how you want to put it, if you're the type of person that want to be by yourself all the time, that's perfectly fine. That's still a relationship within you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to taking things and just either putting them on the back burner or even just taking a second to process them, I think you just got to be careful, but it's also important.
Yeah. Yeah.
You compartmentalize.
I'm thinking. My girl said she thought through the whole situation. Okay. So have you ever like pushed something into like a mental folder or push it to the back of your brain and you're like, okay, I'm not worried about that, but you still realize like, or maybe later on you realize that that thing that you pushed back and never dealt with is still having an effect in your life. Like it's showing up in your life. Absolutely. If so, like how does it show up in your life?
I feel like anything you push to the back is gonna show up in your life.
Because
at the end of the day, it's a part of your life.
Ooh.
So I think you just have to, like I said, I would just be careful with that. I guess more so to answer your question, I don't do that. I don't do that.
I love it.
I don't do that.
I realize like the things, like you said, the experiences and everything that I've had shows up in my adult life, and I like to identify how and why they show up, right? So I always want to tie it to an experience, because I am a firm believer if you can identify the habits, or like, you know, what happens, you can identify the spirit. And if it's something that you're not supposed to have, you can call it on out, right? Because it's the exact same spirit who's having the exact same habits, right? So it's easy to identify if you know the you know, what they do. And so go ahead.
Wouldn't compartmentalization, in a sense, be like sweeping things under the rug, your own rug?
Basically.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Go. There now.
I can't.
Basically.
But I would like to.
Why?
Because it does help you protect yourself. People that are more open to express how they feel always, you realize that you live a life where you told everybody how you feel so much that they don't even compartmentalize how you feel, because they're so used to hearing it. Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. But I mean, in a sense, I feel like that would be closer to like wearing your heart on your sleeve, right?
Yeah.
You're just more vulnerable, but I don't think compartmentalizing, you're more vulnerable, so you should have more reserve with who you share with, right? Because like everybody you share with, they don't really care. Baby, I don't know you. You just told me your whole life. You get what I'm saying? But like, okay, we're friends. Okay, I'm explaining because I'm expressing to you that I'm feeling this way and XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's closer to you is going to understand, especially if they know you, right? So we sit down, we talk, we have a conversation. I'm like, all right, cool. XYZ. You know, we have that dialogue, but I'm not just going to splurt that to a random person, right?
Right.
But you talk to somebody that you know for the week. I just need to talk it out
because I'm my testimony, baby.
Yeah, you hear me. But yeah, I don't know if I would I don't know if I would compare that. Well, would you use compartmentalization to like prevent that? I feel like that's just more of a guard. Or would you call compartmentalization being guarded?
That's how I've been taking it the whole conversation.
Oh wow.
So maybe our perspectives have, because I've been realizing what you're saying, what I'm saying. That's what I said.
Look how we take it differently, though. Man, be serious.
Okay. Yes, when I think of,
I ask Chat?
Can I get the definition?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm more so leaning towards it as, like you said, sweeping it under the rug. Or me is just kind of like putting it on the back burner. I'm not dealing with that right now.
Yes.
I got to focus on this. I'm not dealing with that right now. Just like when we was having the conversation earlier, when I was like, I'm living in a reactive state right now. I can't deal with that. Okay. But I see it. Go for it.
Not
compartmentalization
is the process of separating different thoughts, emotions, roles, responsibilities, or areas of life into distinct compartments so they do not interfere with one another. Not at all.
I can't deal with that right now. I gotta focus.
I can't focus on that right now, so I need to focus on something else.
Yeah. So how are you taking it? Because I feel like
I feel like they were aligning, but I guess because I genuinely don't feel like I do well with compartmentalizing.
I want to deal with it right now today.
But it is so chaotic. To live like that.
Oh, because
I do feel like I live like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is. It's chaotic because I feel like I'm constantly
like mentally chaotic.
Emotions. Yes, yeah. And I'm constantly feel like I have to get the emotions out because I can't put it up nowhere else. I don't got nowhere else to put it. It gotta come out.
It's a breakthrough.
Yes, my brain gets tired of holding stuff. Like I can't, and I will overthink something to the bone.
Yeah,
like I'm a very. I always say I pray out of my paranoia.
Yeah,
because for whatever reason, I'm just very paranoid. I grew up very sheltered. So once I got into the real world and I seen how people outside of what my parents allowed to be my environment and how they really can be, it just started becoming like to hold anything in or not say anything or even to try to compartmentalize or separate different areas, it's very hard for me because it makes me anxious. Like, I want you to know how this feels. I can't keep that in, or I need this area of my life to match this area of my life. Like, at my homegirl, you my homegirl, I will put 7 different personalities together. I don't care. Everybody come together because I don't want nobody fussing at me about not hanging out. So everybody come on.
We got to hang out right now before I deal with something else because this is how I'm feeling right now.
Right.
So that's good though, because it takes us into the next segment, which is we're, digging deep and kind of like how you feel like that affects you. So with you managing so many emotions and not being able, do you think it's like a focus thing, or it's just a matter of like, why do you feel like you got to process like all of them right now? Like all of the emotions right now?
It's not an intentional thing by any means. It is just, I think it's an impulse thing maybe. I don't know. I really genuinely don't know.
Wow. So can you walk us through an experience of like dealing with, I guess, like just trying to manage multiple, like manage this emotion, manage that emotion?
New job.
Okay.
Fresh breakup.
Okay.
Extra bills.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to talk about them all. I want a baby. I need somebody to marry me and take me on trips and stuff. And really, I'm just not, I like sometimes I just look at 28 and I'm not happy with where it's at. So now I'm rushing to get so many things done. Yeah. So
it's is it the feeling of being set back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And me not wanting to, back to our original statement, I don't want to live a complacent life.
So the root is your biggest fear. So it's driven by your biggest fear. That's why God did not give us the spirit of fear, y'all.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what's really complacency in life, right? The only thing I can say is that complacency is, like you said, not doing what God called you to do.
That's very
true. And the only way that we'll know that is if we call on him and like, Lord, what am I supposed to be doing? And we got to get rid of that fear, because guess what? Fear can keep us stuck when God done told us what to do. He can make it as clear as day. He can make it as clear as day. And guess what we're going to say? Golly, Lord, I don't know about that one. Send me another sign. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's so crazy. But it sounds exhausting though.
It's extremely exhausting. And that's why everyone should have a therapist.
You better speak.
Get you a therapist, because the reality of it, but that's really true, because we've known each other a very long time. Right. So I know that you can attest to, I don't have good compartmentalization skills. You, on the other hand, you do. Yeah. You do, but you do to the point to where it can be guarded.
Yes.
Where you're the friend that we have to be like, Kobe,
are you okay?
Let's talk about it. No, I'm finna make you talk about it. Give me a second. Hold on. Because no, it ain't no hold on. It's been 4 weeks.
Y'all, I literally have scheduled downtime. That's crazy. That is crazy. It is crazy to me.
Yeah, but you're doing it so that you can live free.
Right. And so, the future. But I also, like you said, it is a place of guarded, being guarded because of, and I've told my story of like being like molested as a child up until 12. Like my trauma response is to forget. Like I don't remember.
People don't talk about that either.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Talk about that.
And a therapist didn't give me this revelation. God did. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, get your therapist if you need it. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I was at a young age when I found this out. So it's still a lot of the parts of like my childhood that I don't remember. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I realized that coming up into like teenage years and everything like that, I'm like, okay, I forget. I don't remember a lot from my childhood. So now I can look back as an adult and realize like, okay, if I was overwhelmed at a certain time, if it was a lot of stress going on, I can tell you up to a certain point what happened, and I'm like, okay, it go blank. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I'm still using that response, but it is a form of compartmentalization.
Yes, you're compartmentalizing your old self.
Yeah.
What you went through, your traumas.
I'm not processed it because I don't remember it.
Exactly.
Right.
But I
can't remember it to process it. So now my prayer is, Lord, reveal it to me in increments so I don't lose my mind because I don't know what it is. Right? And so now I'm at a point where I'm dealing with it. Oh, Lord, send it to me one by one. I don't want to lose my mind.
All right.
Be specific.
Yeah.
Send it to me one by one so I can deal with it as I go, right? And so that's been working for me. So now I'm starting to remember more. Core memories do become unlocked. But I realized that's why I compartmentalize so well. Is because I had to compartmentalize when I was going through that. I'm having somebody in my ear saying, hey, you can't tell this. You're going to get in trouble, right? So that taught me how to what? Hold my tongue. Right? Yes. It taught me how to act like things didn't happen. Okay, boom. It taught me how to put this here, put this there. Okay, boom. Right?
So would you say that people compartmentalize with their addictions?
In what sense?
In a sense of like how people drink to not think about certain things. Or how people smoke to clear their brain.
Now, I could relate the two because I would call that escapism. Right? You're trying to run from your problems. But the reason I would say that they can relate, but I wouldn't call them identical, is because when you compartmentalize, you deal with it when you want to. And a lot of people use like drugs and stuff like that to try to escape the pain that's going to come back once you're sober. And that's the next day. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have no saying when you dealt with this, right? Yeah. So tomorrow you're going to feel that's that same way. So for me, like if I'm in pain or anything like that, now that I realize that that's what I did as far as like the compartmentalization, I'll just deal with that at another time. Now I'm more so like, I honestly, if I'm going through a breakup or something like that, I honestly like to deal with the pain. I want to sit.
Oh my God, I've been trying to do that recently. I love you.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to you,
what?
You say stuff that I need to hear.
Oh, thanks.
That really resonates in my spirit. No, seriously, I've been in that stage where I've really been trying to feel the pain, but you know how good God is?
How
Sometimes
good?
It ain't no pain.
Hello. Hello.
I've been thinking, I've been waiting for something to hurt.
Pain.
And it's so.
And see, that's why I said I like to identify my emotions and what I do during them, so I can identify when I'm going through it, right? Yeah. So it's easier for me to point out. Because I don't always know, okay, when I'm feeling fear. I don't always know, you get what I'm saying? I might look down, I might see my hair standing up. I'm like, okay, I might be scared, right? But in my mind, I don't think I processed it yet.
See,
right?
I don't take long to process how I'm feeling.
So immediately. It takes me a minute. No. So I have to identify like habits or emotions. So I'm like, okay, I'm going through this, right? So that's why I tell everybody, if I'm overwhelmed, maybe I'm going to sleep. If you catch me sleeping a lot more, I just want to lay down. I don't want to really want to be bothered. I'm overwhelmed, right? Or stressed out. If I'm stressed out, I'm consuming a lot of television or entertainment is because I'm trying to stop thinking about something, right? And so I like to be able to identify what I do when I do it, so I know what I'm going through,
so that you can,
right?
Yes.
And I know what to pray against. So.
But that's good. That's good strategy. See, I can know, but not know how to resolve.
Right. But this has been like we said earlier, a lot of people think they know themselves, but we don't know themselves. This has been years of studying myself.
And you have been, I can attest, my girl has been in deep self-work for years. This has been a journey. Since I met you, you have been on a journey of working on Kobe and getting better.
I'm trying.
Every
day is a little bit better, but every day, God just reveals something else about me that I had no idea, but I know He knows a lot more. Yeah. But it's literally like, this has just been sitting with myself. So do you feel like in this season where you said that you're trying to learn how to sit with the pain and process it? Because honestly, I feel like that's the quickest way to get through it, for real. But in this season with you feeling like you're trying to sit with the pain and process it, do you feel like even like maybe you were in the relationship and everything like that, and you had already processed the emotions of the separation because you probably already felt like a divide? Do you feel like it was anything that happened sooner that it just came to a head at this point?
Absolutely. When they When people tell you that a woman leaves mentally before she leaves physically, that is not a lie. Sometimes she won't even realize that she has left mentally.
But you said when people tell you that they check out mentally, women check out mentally, they do that.
I think this was the first time that it really happened for me, though.
Okay.
Like, really, for real happened.
That you checked out.
Mm-hmm. But it wasn't something that I was planning on doing. But sometimes when God sets up life, sometimes he'll give you distractions to help you. Mm-hmm. And I think that if it wasn't for all the blessings that he gave me prior to me even understanding that the relationship was ending, I would be in complete turmoil. And I expected to be in complete turmoil because of how long I was in the relationship. Yeah. But it's so weird because I feel a peace that surpasses me. Like, I can feel that it's peaceful for both parties, even though we're not in communication.
So it's amicable.
I can feel it. I can feel that it was the right thing to do.
Okay.
So.
And I want to point that out because a lot of people don't realize that. I feel like out of complacency, we stay places where God had already removed us from, and we block our blessings like that. So, but it takes a while for everybody. Everybody's time frame is different. It takes a while for everybody to notice it at separate times, right? So it's like, for you, give the people a little bit of insight. How long did it take?
I don't leave.
When I tell you, tell them again.
I don't leave. Hella hot water, you my baby.
Can we talk about it? And I delete it if you tell me to delete it out of this episode.
We can really talk.
I delete it if you tell me to delete it out of this. But you remember when I think you first got in a relationship and you were talking to me and you had just got your apartment when you got up here and you were like, Kobe, what does it mean if somebody tell you that you green? I said,
yes.
I said,
what? Yes.
Y'all, coming from somebody, she said she overthink, baby. I overanalyze, right? Yeah. And it don't take me too long to put 1 and 2 together. It's gonna start matching, right? I said, Dejai, that means they're gonna use you for everything that you have because you're green and you don't understand what they're doing, right?
I really said that. That conversation.
Yes. I think that was the last time I see you. Like right after.
We went out.
No, we didn't. That was the night we went out.
Don't say the last time you see me on these folks frame when that was years ago. You done seen me.
But I'm saying since, but without the space of time. Yes. We've seen and spoke since then. Like we just got back
real friends.
Come on now. You don't have to be talky every day to be real friends, right?
No, because
I know my girl, right? I know my girl. I know who she is. I know how she is, right? I respect that. I respect her. Give her space to be who she is.
Yeah.
Love her down. So when that girl told me that, I said, Dejai, that means she gonna take everything she can because you don't understand what she's doing. You're green, you don't understand. But it goes back to what you say. You say you grew up as a very sheltered child. So I just want to know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely can. We definitely can. I don't mind talking.
So after that conversation, like after I said what I said, and then you went on and did what you did. You get what I'm saying? How did it go from there? And how long did a light go off? Like, did it take for a light to go off in your head? Like, okay, no, I feel like something a little off. Cause talk.
God worked so many miracles in that situation from that conversation.
Really?
Yes. I will say it was a lot. It was a lot. And I did experience a lot of what we expected.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect it, but my loved ones coming into that relationship, I did experience a lot of that, but I experienced a lot more of myself.
Okay.
And a lot more of how I was mean.
Okay.
And everybody always thinks they're just so sweet. Oh my God, I was mean. I wasn't a good friend.
Yeah.
I wasn't a good person. I found so many, when you're trying to, it's seriously, when you meet somebody, when you meet your match, and somebody really makes you turn, or not even makes you turn, somebody brings out those demons in you. That was the scariest experience, because me being green wasn't the issue.
Right.
You trying to leave me when I said we don't leave.
We're not going.
You get what I'm saying? Or the fact that my biggest demon, I think, in the entire situation was my ability to set boundaries.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to.
Right.
But in that conversation of learning and understanding what being green was, and actually experiencing some situations where I actually got treated like I was green, it changed the whole duration. Can't nobody try me now.
Hello. You had to grow up.
Yeah.
You had to grow up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I thank God, like, I can say that this relationship was my favorite, because this relationship, I mean, I was 22 when I met her.
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'm 28. Ah!
Don't be trying to skim and trim now. don't be trying to skim and trim. Baby, once I turned 28, I forgot how old I was. I said, how old? They said, how old are you? 20. What year I was born?
It ain't 30 yet, but I know it's...
You got to start calculating past a certain age. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm 28 now. Wow. And
8 years.
I grew up more than, I think I learned more out of that relationship than I have in my entire life. Because like I said, I was sheltered. So I did. And I everything that was done was
I remember when you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
Yo, my girl, I love this girl so much. Y'all, Deja told me. She said, I be in the hood and I like it. It's exciting.
John moved to make it. I felt alive.
I said, what? Most people spend their life trying to get out of the hood. And it's good. So I went to the hood and I liked it. It's exciting.
I loved it. I love the hood. I do. I'm a suburb baby who loves the hood.
Black, nigga.
Black.
But okay. I love that. I love the growth, and even the adult in you to be like, this was my favorite relationship because of what you learn.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell anybody, you can learn from any and everybody.
You can.
And then even it's a testament to people who give up on their friends, right? And so I knew how you were in relationships. I didn't hold that against you. So even if you tell them what it actually is, I think we had a conversation about that. It was like the first episode is called ID10T, right? So ID10T is just like a phrase that we use in the tech world it commonly refers to user error, right? And I said in the episode I was talking, I said, somebody can tell us the fix and we'll be like, nah, that's too simple. Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure it out. The fix gotta be so extravagant. It's so grand. It can't be that simple. So even with me pointing that out to you, like, no, because most people like, I gotta experience this for myself. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and if I'm feeling how I'm feeling, you ain't gonna tell me nothing, boo. And when my girl in a relationship, don't try to talk to her.
I'm a lover girl.
Don't try to talk to her. In one ear, not the other. She gonna do what she wants to do.
I'm gonna be honest, because I love I love when I'm in love. It's so beautiful. I love me when I'm in love.
So is that what you holding on to?
Yes, absolutely.
So it ain't about the other person.
No. Nothing to do with you.
Deja.
I love how I love the joy that love brings me. I really like talking in the mic right now.
As you should.
Like I'm on the radio.
Come on, poet. Remember I'm a poet. I
ain't no poet. My friend is a poet for real. Had everybody snapping.
No.
Oh my God. That was a night. You remember that lady?
Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all.
Okay.
But that just opened up another question to me, because you said you love so hard. Do you think, and this might be a little deep, so you know what I'm saying? Okay. You say you love yourself when you're in love. Do you feel like it stemmed from you not loving yourself in a sense? Because if you feel like you got to be with somebody to feel the love, Is it an extension of I feel like I don't have this, I'm deprived of something, or like,
okay, I can answer that really truthfully.
I don't know if that makes sense.
So no. This is a testament to the women that raised me.
Okay.
So my mama, my grandma, my great grandma, and my auntie.
Okay.
And my stepmama.
Okay.
All beautiful women, all very headstrong, all God-fearing women. And I just grew up around women that gave. Yeah. And that poured into everybody else. I never really seen them pour into themselves, if I'm being honest. Yeah. So when I'm doing things like babysitting or like when I'm doing anything that feels like what being a part of a family is supposed to feel like, it brings me so much joy genuinely. Yeah. I don't think that it's a lack of, well, it stemmed from, because I definitely am still learning to love myself. Yeah. So I'm not taking that away, but I don't think that it stemmed from me not loving myself. I think that it's really the only time I really feel like I feel what I'm supposed to be. Like I feel like love. You get what I'm saying? Like I do. Like when I love somebody, I feel like love. Like I don't know how to make it make sense, but I think it's my spiritual gift. I always say that. Like, I think that people always get on to me all the time. I be telling people I keep jobs because I'm happy. Yeah. People like having a happy energy. Yeah. Half the time it's not the work ethic. It's the energy.
Just know she's going to be on the show. Come visit my girl at ALM Honda in Macon, Georgia.
We be talking so good.
Look, no, you good. No, keep going. I'm joking.
No. I really want to correct that, because it is about the other person, but it's not just relationally. Like, I'm just the type of person that it just feels better to me when I just feel like I love better than some people. Maybe that's it.
Okay. Competition.
Not competitive. But it's like not competitive. It's just,
or you love harder.
Yeah, like if I want to do something for you, it's gonna be over the top. Yeah, and that makes me feel good, because what if you've never experienced that? Right. I heard somebody say something. Always speak to every child you see, because you never know the type of adults that are around them or the type of presence that they have. And ever since then, I speak to everybody I see, because that's the reality. You never know what somebody's going through. And I feel like when I live in my love and when I really just share love and just stay in my, I'm a very soft girl. Like, some of y'all women are tough. I'm not built like that.
give us an example.
I'm not built like that. I cry about everything. I'm very emotional. I don't feel like, I'm not one of those that don't want no, I want somebody to take care of me.
Yeah. Please.
I mean, you don't even have to take care of me, but I want somebody, like, I was just saying, I promise you I could show you a Snapchat this morning where I literally was just saying that, what was I saying? Hold on. Let me check the snap. I know. I literally was just saying that, actually, let me check my snap for real. Okay. Because I lost my train of thought by picking up my phone. But you can ask another question if you got another question. Hold on. Because I got to fact check this.
So there's like an insight that says you're overwhelmed because they're trying to maintain, like, you may be overwhelmed because you're trying to maintain too many disconnected versions of yourself, right? So is it possible that we hold on to versions of ourselves because we have an expectation that if we revisit it, it'll be different? Like, if we go, like, say, for instance, in a sense, like we say, oh, okay, I'm doing this to protect myself, right? And so I've met people who can't forgive, right? So they're carrying this thing that happened to them, or they just remember what somebody did to them. Like, not saying like it's an extreme, but some people hold grudges, right? And so even though you're not dealing with that, every single day, we could be holding on to that for the simple fact that we think at some point this person is going to come back and apologize. But we never like speak to that or like speak on it or even address it. Like, if I'm holding on to this and I feel like this person should apologize and this person is going on and living their life, but I'm still holding on to hopes. Like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm telling everybody, oh no, I'm not dealing with that. I'm good over that. I'm over that. But I'm really thinking in my head, like, these people need to apologize. But then I never want to deal with it or face it. How then, like, essentially we're holding on to that who I was at that moment, that who I was when I was hurt. That's what we're holding on to. So do you think that, or have you experienced somebody, or have you done that? Like, just hold on to a certain like situation or something like that, and always like, I ain't really bothered about that, but you really want something like from that person. Yeah, you want a resolution.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I really struggle with my connections because I tether to people. Oh. I get very attached to people.
Come on, tech words.
Yeah.
Tethering.
I get very attached to people. So
come on, tech.
I think I stay in things, or I fight for relationships a lot longer than I should. And with that being said, when people get mad with me and don't want to talk with me, I don't take it well.
Because you're a talker and you think it's mandatory
Absolutely.
that people talk.
Remember
what you said. I'm going to say how I feel, and I've come to the conclusion.
Exactly. And
but if you don't give the people space to talk, how they going to talk?
That's what I'm going through right now. I want to be friends right now.
I want to be friends now.
I'm not kidding.
I'm over it. You should be over it too.
I just said, because what? But it's so weird because I have so many emotions, but emotions are actually quite simple to me, where they're so complex to other people. And I always end up in interactions with people that find emotions so complex. Yeah. It's pretty simple to me. I'm either sad, mad, happy, mad. You know what I mean? And I'm going to
once I understand it, I'm good.
Yeah. People are just not self-aware is what I think.
I felt that. This is such a great conversation. So we're going into our Take Control segment, and our Take Control segment is just kind of a little bit of a reflection moment on the episode and what we talked about, the conversation. So there's 3 different control functions that we highlight in the podcast, right? There's several on the computer, but in the podcast, we highlight Control A, which it allows you to highlight everything, you know what I mean, on the screen as it relates to the tech world. So, but as it relates to the podcast, it just asking for you a little highlight. What stood out to you the most in the podcast and during the conversation, not in the podcast?
Okay. Does it have to be about the podcast?
No, just the conversation
in general.
Yeah, just the conversation in general. Yeah. What stood out to you the most?
I think this don't got nothing to do with what you're asking.
That's fine. It's just a highlight. What stood out to you? It could be an epiphany, like whatever.
I think that you stood out to me the most, and I really want to say this because I'm gonna cry.
What?
Because I think that I've known you a long time. I've known you a lot of seasons. Okay, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For both of us,
very different seasons. What? Yes.
Y'all don't understand. We was at the club to the club.
Had you caught me? Had you caught me when she caught me, it wouldn't have been who you caught me. It wouldn't have been who you caught.
Point. I think that this whole conversation for me just really like brought into a space of growth and how far you really can go when you put your mind to it. Yeah. And I'm just so proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
That's not what you asked me.
If that stood out to you.
That's what stood out. I feel like this whole conversation, the whole time, I've just been like, look at my friend.
No, I'm proud of you too, though. Like even with you, like I said, my girl works at ALM Hyundai in Macon, Georgia. Come buy a car. Even with you going into the sales space, and every time I see you, whether it was years apart, months apart, whatever, however long, I'm always gonna pour into you because I love the fact when God give you like vision or whatever like that, and I love being able to see on other people's behalf. And everybody, you can't tell like what you see, but for you were always receptive no matter what season you were in. So I always told you like, Dejai, you can sell anything. Yeah, you're like anything. You can sell anything. And like that's from me just knowing her like off jump. Like we going out partying. I'm like, this girl is it. Like she got it. Yeah, like you got it. So to see you in that space where I know the years prior to where you were, what you had to go through to get to where you are now. Yeah. That's why every time I see you post, every time I see you celebrate yourself, I'm going to share every time, right? Every time you sell a car. Yeah. My girl sold 4 cars, y'all, in a month. First month. I told she got it. She got it. So come buy your car at ALM
come get your
Hyundai
car
in Macon, Georgia.
Hyundai.
Yes. And so I am just so proud of you because I knew it was a shift and we hadn't even talked.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just happy for what God is doing in your life and what he'll continue to do in your life. So I love it.
I love you.
I love it.
I love you.
I love
Dang.
you too.
We gonna
love you down. Real grown,
there,
baby.
Real, very, very grown. We was not very, very grown when we met.
Very childish.
Children of God, but childish.
No. My sister said, be honest. God wasn't in
you
that.
You was always a child of God.
I was. But I wasn't doing things that he liked.
No, but I think you also, I mean, shoot.
You want to
You also in a different direction.
I'm gonna be honest.
Military. Came out of the military. Yeah. I met you as soon as you came home from Korea.
Yeah, you did. So I only had a few more months left in the military. Y'all, listen.
Yep.
Had you met me when she met me, you wouldn't have met me how you met me.
This was gravy.
I'm just saying.
Sure. You hear me?
Gravy. That's why I be channeling. But this is just a testament to what God can do.
It really is.
Because I'm not ashamed of my past. Listen, like I tell people, I'm grown. Anything I said or did once, I say or do again if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. But I don't. And this is just a testament to what God has brought me from. So a lot of people will go and scrub their, past social media. Yeah. This me, baby. I had a life before this, and I'm gonna have a life after this, right?
Yeah. But you can't hide your past life because that is a part of your testimony. That's what I'm saying. Like, for a woman like me that has been, I recycled seasons because I didn't listen.
I like that. What highlight stood out of you? People recycle seasons. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to grow.
I do.
You don't want what God got for you.
Yes, and that's why you have to be open with your testimony and where you've been. I'm so happy that I knew you then because I do have a lot of friends now, but they all know me now. You know what I mean? So you knowing me, I think it's so interesting.
I knew you in a different season.
You knew me in a different season. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But the love carried over.
It did. And it don't feel, we have to be cousins. I have to ask Suge.
We some kin.
Yeah, we got to be.
We got to be some kin. Yeah, like it. We'll figure it out. You really sought back like we got to get to the bottom of this. Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem has been my answer lately.
To everything.
Pythagorean theorem. I don't know. But yeah, like I definitely can attest to that because a lot of people knew me in different seasons and some of the love carries over, but you could feel the shift like whenever you hang. You hang.
It's
so it's like
high school.
You get what I'm saying? It just changes, but it's like the love is there, but we're just in two different spaces.
Yeah.
We're on our paths and everything like that. But like I said, the love is still there.
But
and
see,
I'm still
with you, it make me want to go ahead and not recycle nothing else, baby. On to the new. Moving. God is starting a new thing.
Cause my favorite, a new
thing.
A new thing.
Go listen to New Thing by Darren Wells. It is my go-to song. I love that song.
Yes. But like that's just a testament because for me, and that's honestly why I like to sit, what we talked about earlier. That's why I like to sit and process my emotions because baby, once I'm done and I know I'm done, it ain't no going back.
Oh no,
the rear view is small.
Like tight draws, Kobe.
The rear view is small. Yeah. I'm looking forward.
And you're very obedient to God, but I feel like
keep pushing.
That all comes with obedience.
Heavy is the head. Is the head. Yes. But definitely that stood out to me. That's my highlight. That's my control A. People recycle seasons and y'all need to analyze yourselves. And if you're recycling a season that God is trying to pull you out of, he's literally got you by your hair and you still,
And spoiler, he gonna do it. Right? Either way.
You sitting there thinking you still got some fight left in you. Let it go. Let it go. Yes. So Control C. Because we run low on battery bars. Okay. Control C. Didn't even know it. All right. All right. So what insights? Control C, as you know, allows you to copy something that you've highlighted. But what insights are you taking with you from this conversation?
I need to start being quiet. Ooh. Everything in my life has been telling me it's my silent season, but I've always been a talker and I don't know how to shut up sometimes.
You have to ask.
But since we've been talking about compartmentalizing and I've gotten the definition.
See, those who know better
do better.
Yes, ma'am. Hey. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I think that's really what I take away from that is I want to start compartmentalizing. I want to start taking time to process. Okay. And maybe even try to, see how other people are feeling every now and then.
Maybe consider their feelings or their emotions.
This is not funny, y'all.
I think that's a great place to start.
Maybe my husband will come there.
Maybe.
You make me laugh ugly. Okay. I might give people the chance to really, that's just a guarded response though. I don't try to not listen to other people. Let me make this clear.
You just want to get all your feelings out.
No, it's not that. It's just that people don't care as much as I do sometimes.
Do you assume that they don't care?
No, people
because you didn't listen to them.
It's not that. What? I deal with a lot of nonchalant people.
Okay.
And gotcha. A lot of processors.
Okay.
So it's not necessary. I'm always willing to hear how you feel. But it's the fact that you aren't ready to talk about how you feel while I'm already expressing it.
They need to talk about it when you're ready to talk about it.
That's not
it's
right.
Now or bust.
That's my takeaway. I gotta stop being like that if I'm trying to make something lasting.
Look at us reflecting.
I just feel like if I'm ready to talk right now, you should be ready. The situation just happened right now.
You're not ready.
I'm feeling it. You're feeling it. Let's talk.
You're not ready to let it go.
No, but honestly, that's how my breakup happened. If I would have taken time to process and I would not have acted off of emotion, we probably wouldn't have broke up.
So, question that I have. Do you think that you talk about like your emotions like kind of quickly because you said that you're an overthinker? Do you try to get in front of that because you feel like if you overthink it, you're not going to do it?
Absolutely. And then once I have the conversation with you about how I feel, it doesn't end for me.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't, because now I'm overthinking. Did I say too much? Should I have said that?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? That's why I fight so hard. That's why it really is not, I don't want to hear you.
Right.
I beg to have conversations.
Please talk.
No, I do. I beg. But the major problem is giving people time.
So you said giving people time to process.
Yeah.
So you beg people to talk because you're trying to give them time to process, but it also helps you process, right?
Yeah.
Or the goal is to help you process.
Conversations are. I don't understand how people process stuff by themselves anyways. If it's two parties involved in the problem. That's one thing I can say my ex said though. She said that out of all her relationships, she felt like she had the healthiest communication because you're going to communicate over here.
Babe, we're going to talk.
We're going to talk. But I do want to start giving in my next relationship or even relationships moving forward. Well, I'm good with my friends. It's more relationally. In my next relationship, I will definitely try to. I think I'll give people time. I'm learning to deal with people that are different than me.
Okay. In what way? Just like
some people some people need to handle things within themselves, and once they make peace with it in themselves, they don't have to make peace with you.
Yeah, I think that's kind of me.
And I have to. Yeah, you are like that. You are like that.
Gotta quit.
You are. You are like that. But to say like, if we ever had a friend argument or something like that, I'm the type pull up to your front door because I want to talk about it.
Oh my God,
you're the type.
You were there when I had a friend argument before.
Passionate.
I'm saying what I said, and who the heck said that?
But you don't stay in confrontation. You don't live in confrontation.
We're gonna address it and get over it.
Exactly.
It happened. We were there.
That's the Aquarius nature, because you do address. You're a processor, but I think that you probably compartmentalize, and I think that maybe came with a lot of isolation, because
I love my isolation.
I think you used to, in my opinion, you used to be a lot more
outgoing.
Not even outgoing. I feel like you are still outgoing. You're just, your discernment is thicker.
On 10. Yeah. I think I'm paying more attention to like, cause it was a video and it was actually Pastor Mike, not Mike Todd, the singer.
The other one.
Yeah. You know, listen to him.
I like,
but you know, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, he was saying, he was like, you know, you get stressed out because God gave you a vision to see, and you get frustrated with other people because like, why don't you see what I see? Right.
Yes.
And so I felt like when I was being that chameleon that I said I was, when I was going out a lot more and everything like that, that was actually when I was in my peak season of people pleasing. Yeah.
You are in my, you're in me. And my best friend was just talking about people pleasing like 2 nights ago.
I was in my peak season of people pleasing. So it was like, even when I was going out, it was, and you know, I used to say all the time, oh, my friend's playing my weekend. Like literally, they're like, oh, Kobe, you want to do this? Kobe, you want to do this? Kobe, you want to? I'm like, yeah. I was like a yes lady. And it's crazy because I hate yes men. Right. But it's like, I'll say yes to going. But you know, once I get there, like, this person need to go, because it was like, I was seeing. And so I would literally have friends that would be like, oh no, Kobe, you got to meet this person.
Yes.
Simply because they wanted me to read them.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but so, she is that friend. So, she is that friend. Your spirit of discernment is so powerful.
Yeah. So it's
you
like,
be knowing.
So I had, and then so once I stopped people pleasing, I realized, like you said earlier, my spirit, it can't be everywhere. It's exhausting, and it's like, I'm not about to keep telling you the same thing and you're not about to do anything about it. Like I told somebody they were dating this person, you were there, you know, I'm like referring to they're dating this person, and they're like, you know, what do you think? My first time meeting this girl, right? This is my first time meeting this girl. They're like, well, what do you think of this? Think of her. I'm like, well, she's sad. And she needs a friend. I don't really think she needs a relationship.
She did say that. I was here.
Yeah.
For this. And you did say that.
She said, I don't think she needs a relationship. And the amount of ups and downs after this conversation, right? Because I'm gonna just be honest. I like to speak from an unbiased, honest perspective. And that's like that's even the heart of the podcast. I just like to speak from that. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings and I just feel like people should have the information so that they can make an educated decision for themselves.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Tell me.
Yeah, like tell me so I know how to operate. And if you tell me and I still choose to deal with you, okay, boom, that's on me.
Yeah, but some people take it how we were talking about different tabs open.
Yeah.
Some people, you open up a whole nother tab that they didn't want to be exposed to. And that's why they aren't able to take
and they block it out.
Yes.
Compartmentalization.
Yes. Oh, full circle moment.
See how we brought that to a circle? And you know what else is a circle? A period. So we gonna put a nice little stamp on this episode, y'all. We've talked about so much. We talked
about a period. That's like when somebody start cleaning up when they want y'all to go home.
Listen, my girl got places to be, people to see. Come on now. So, but this conversation has been so good. Like we said in tech, partitioning is separating that drive and putting everything in its respective place, right? Whereas on a computer, you need that, right? Because we need enough space to manage certain things. If I get to the point where I'm overwhelmed, right? In this one area, like if this one load is being so heavy over here in this one drive, right? It will tank the rest of the drive. Everything else will slow down, right? So it's important that we deal with what we're putting at the back burner, what we're compartmentalizing. Yeah, we put it there for a particular moment in time that we will go back to it to actually deal with the issues, but make sure you're going back to it, because once that drive gets loaded, everything else starts to get bogged down. And now we're wondering like, hey, why am I feeling so down over here? Like, why am I feeling so sluggish? Something has to give. That's what happened to me in 2023. I had to let some things go, and the breakthrough on the other side of just confessing and getting that off your chest, getting that off your shoulder, clearing that tab is so miraculous. So Dejai,
tell them she let everything go.
I let everything go.
I was let go.
I ain't gonna lie. What that dream was? Don't do it like that. Tell her what the dream was.
She had a dream that God separated us, and we did not talk for about a year. But I respected it, because one thing about it, I'm not gonna argue with you about what God told you. But I can say that year, I know God didn't want you tethered to me, because that was the first year of my relationship, and that was probably the hardest. And where you were wanting to be, and where God was elevating you, I think that I would have coped if you knew it in. Okay.
If you knew me when she knew me, you wouldn't know to me that you know.
I'm telling you, this wasn't no friend that you just call and say some stuff done went down, because she's coming. She on the way.
And that's why I had to learn how to go through that. Like I said, I was at my peak season of people pleasing, and around the time when you moved up here, I was actually coming down off that. So whenever I had that dream, and I'm like, I didn't even fully understand, because that's when I was actually starting to lean more into my discernment. And I was like, that's why I told you, I said, well, Dejai, I think we broke some type of spiritual connection or something. I didn't really understand it. I would just let you know what I was dreaming. Yeah. And that the shift and the separation. But I gave the okay
for it.
Yeah, the separation.
I gave the okay, and I said, I respect that. And if we needed space, and whenever you was ready, and as soon as you was ready, you did come back.
The separation that happened like almost immediately. So I'm like, my sister think I'm so crazy, and she always think I'm diagnosing myself. But I like I said, I'm always trying to understand like what I'm feeling, what I'm processing. And I don't always understand when God's speaking, but I always say, I feel like X, Y, and Z. And so every time I say I feel like X, Y, and Z, that tends to happen. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting a little bit better understanding, and I'm getting better now, but I still don't fully understand. But listen, like I said, it was no love lost.
I already knew that.
You knew that.
I already knew that. I think I just
and I'm one phone call away.
Here.
Yeah, I was always one phone call away, but I knew you were in the thick of it, and I knew you had to go through what you.
Sometimes you gotta leave. Sometimes you have to create to their own devices. Isolation is a real thing.
Yes, so leave them to their own devices. Yes. But like I said, make sure you're going back and dealing with the stuff that you put to the side, right? So like she said, we got back. But people had to deal with certain things. And yes, compartmentalizing can be helpful, especially if you're dealing with a lot and you really just don't have the capacity to deal with something new, right, on your plate right now. Deal with it one thing at a time, and make sure you're going back and clearing your cache and clearing your browser history, right? Clear it out. You searched that, you've been there, you got to go back, close all them tabs, and then you can have enough space and bandwidth to go to the next one. But Dejai, I'm so grateful that you came, and it was one phone call, literally. Yeah. And it took so long for us to get here, but I'm so excited that we did. And I'm so proud of you. And I want you to continue to push forward and continue to get everything that God has for you. And remember, the promises that you make to God, do not forget them. Right. And just stay locked in. But on the way out, let these people know where they can go and find you, come connect with you.
Yes,
all the things. What you got going on?
You can find me on my social media. It's going to be Dejai Harrell. Instagram, it's also Dejai Harrell. But where I need y'all to find me is 3010 Riverside Drive. Come get you a car. I have used cars on my lot. I've got Hyundais. Whatever you need, I got you.
Big body Benz.
And I do have a few.
My girl got you. Yeah, come see her. Come see her. Oh, I'm so proud of you, and I love you so much. Thank you so much. You. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
you guys. So you guys already know the vibes. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this episode with your friends if it's blessed you. You guys can follow the podcast at Insider Threat TV on all platforms. You guys can follow me at I'm Gravy. That is with 3 Ys on Instagram. And on that note, I leave you and I say, protect your peace, audit your code. And as always, logging off for now. Your web tip of the day is coming up next. I love you guys.
Good night.